Hi everybody, welcome to the Queer Network. My name is Justin Gerhardt. This is another season of Queer from the Couch, and we're kicking it off with Thaddeus here in New York City.
Yes.
He is going to school for ad design here in New York. Mm-hmm. There is a quote that I read in an article that you did with Out magazine. You said, I draw what I need to see. I draw for me 10 years ago.
Yes.
Explain, let's unpack that a little bit.
All right. Okay, so I feel like representation is so important. Mm-hmm. And I feel like because I've never seen myself represented in the media exactly like in a way that I can directly relate to, I feel like I found it hard to authentically be those things.
Right.
So I would see superheroes like Static Shock and Green Lantern, very seldom, and those were like black superheroes, and then like I wasn't really like built like them or shaped like them, so I really had a hard time with being that. You know what it was, really? Okay, so I'm super into like Japanese anime and things of that nature, and so I would always go to like these anime conventions, and I like would love like Naruto and like Bleach and all these characters, and I would never see myself in those, and so like when people would dress up and do like cosplays, I would be so upset because I would look at these costumes and be like, how am I going to be Ichigo? My skin is not that color. Or how am I going to be like Superman? I'm not that buff.
Yeah.
This is pre-football. So yeah, it was just really me seeing myself, because it's very accepting. Like the thing about like how anime conventions work in general is that everybody's coming literally over like to bond over this one subject. Yeah. Which is great. But like going deeper in that, it's like figuring out that these sources that are providing like these amazing things for kids to like be really in tune with aren't really providing like every single lane that covers like what a kid would want to be or look like or feel. There are these traits that we hope to have. Like we hope to be as courageous as Naruto, and like we hope to be as cunning as Ichigo, and we hope to be as spunky as Sailor Moon, but those aren't like...
It's great, and yet it's not enough.
Right.
It's not enough in that we also have the ability, because these are superheroes and this is supernatural and this is not reality.
Yeah.
We have an opportunity to make it more inclusive. You're not taking anything away from the story by doing that.
Exactly.
And yet we've been afraid to do that as a society for so long.
Yeah.
And it's finally changing.
Yes.
And you are definitely a part of that change because of, I mean, check his Instagram out. It's outstanding. I mean, he doesn't just do superheroes. I mean, your picture of Billy Porter beautifully gracing that red carpet in that beautiful suit gown.
I love Billy Porter. If you're watching this, Billy Porter, please.
I mean, he's one of those people too that like is challenging masculinity in such a beautiful way.
I loved it.
Without pushing too far, but still expressing who he really wants to be.
Like looking at red carpets in general, men always look the same.
Yeah, I know.
It's always the same like guideline. It's always the same cookie cutter like thing. It's like we're making cookies and every shape is a circle.
Yeah.
And then Billy Porter goes and like uses like this star cutter and shows up and is like, but I am also a man.
Yeah.
I'm like still like thinking about how much like courage that took, and just like how much like the amount of like how unapologetic he has to be like as a person within himself. Like that's the representation we need.
But you're doing the same thing.
Yes.
You have to be unapologetic about it.
Yes.
And say, this is where we're going. Whoever is ready,
get on the bus.
Get on the bus.
If not, I'll pick you up at the next stop because I'm pretty sure you'll be there.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure you'll be there.
Now, I want to know a little bit more about how you found your style.
I am very quirky. This is probably very like toned down for me, I guess. But even still, like my inspiration is always crazy. Like I get inspired by the craziest things.
Yeah.
So my inspiration for this outfit, was I was going for like caramel macchiato.
Oh yeah. So you think in
I think about drinks. I think in drinks and food and like time periods.
Okay.
So like I literally have a series on my Instagram now. It's like a fashion series, and it's called Soul Food Concepts. And so each of the outfits that I have is based off of a dish.
Okay.
So like I have an outfit for collard greens, I have an outfit for mashed potatoes, I have an outfit for candied yams, and like I just get inspired by so many random things. I just channel that into like my style.
I love that.
So like,
I absolutely love that.
It's been really fun to do, and I feel like people enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
I'm always going for like, I think style is a way that you can like be characters.
Yeah.
It's almost like cosplay for me. So like I like have like my latest post is like this super like business executive Wolf on Wall Street guy, and like it was so cool to shoot that.
Bringing that what we would not normally see your body type in, showing people that it's possible.
Yes.
And that's, you know, so important.
And also playing with that balance. I find it so fun playing with the balance, because usually, okay, this is another level that I'm learning within myself. So there are a lot of like extended size or plus size guys who have like this demeanor, who always feel like when they step on set, they have to be like intimidating.
Yeah.
Like I'm a man. I'm just like, I'm about to smile, I'm about to laugh, I'm about to enjoy myself and have a really good old time. I'm a dancer too. So I'm probably dancing on set.
Yeah.
Like the whole time while I'm having like such a great time. Like that's why every shot that I take, I'm so happy, because I'm probably dancing on set.
Yeah.
And all like the crews, like all the photographers, the makeup people, like I'm literally interacting with them and just radiating, and we're having great exchanges. So it's such a great and happy moment for me. I'm smiling 100% of the time because I'm so happy to be like doing like this.
Yes. I mean, I think so many men fight this battle of trying to put everything through this straight masculine filter.
Yes.
I think it comes back to what you said before about that we need to be putting out there examples. You are an example of, you don't have to be this like rigid man. You can enjoy yourself.
That's another thing I do with style too. So like in my style, I have such zany looks for my body type. Like it's just crazy, because I know that like typically me walking down the street, if I'm in all black, I'll look a lot more intimidating than I will if I'm like doing a color blocking number with tons of patterns. That's super crazy and super fun.
So when you think about what you've created right now, which I'm talking about the art, I'm talking about the dancing, I'm talking about the modeling, what to you is the core behind all of that in terms of your messaging?
I feel like my messaging, my message should just be, it sounds like so basic to say believe in yourself, but when I did like my Out Magazine interview, I like realized when I was talking, I was like, there is literally so much power in being yourself. People say be yourself all the time, but like it wasn't until like I actually started like truly embracing who I was and like knowing that this is how I am, and not trying to like dull down or give anybody the diet version of me, like giving them like the full version. Like
I think there's something in there that you just said that may give people that like cue as to who is me? What is this following? What does it mean to be myself? When you feel yourself dulling things down,
that's not you.
Exactly. When you feel it going through a filter, when you feel yourself trying to make somebody else more comfortable, potentially there's an opportunity there for you to look at whether that is not the version of yourself you really want to be.
Right.
And it doesn't mean, I want people to understand that it doesn't mean it's wrong to be that version.
Right.
Because potentially the reason you're saying something in a certain way is because you're being sensitive to somebody else's opinion or sensitive to somebody else's way of doing something, which I think also has value.
Right.
I just think that there's this moment that you also have to pay attention to in yourself when you see or feel it going through something that might not feel completely authentic to yourself.
Right.
And it sounds like that's when you started to, when those things weren't happening anymore. You're like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And people are celebrating it.
Which is amazing, and I'm so happy.
What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about shining, and I'm passionate about like being a voice for people who look like me. I'm passionate about representing, because representation is real important to me. I'm passionate about that.
You see yourself as this advocate.
Yes, I am an advocate.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years after all of this buzz in these last couple of years?
I know that like things are bubbling right now, and like my pot and like the stew that's gonna come out of this is gonna be such a tasty meal.
I mean, people are sipping it already.
Exactly.
Maybe not sipping it, they're getting the whiff.
Yeah, I'm just so happy. I can't wait for the meal that's going to be prepared for everybody. Because I am telling you, I am coming for like wigs.
This analogy that we're using right now is amazing.
I am coming.
Food analogy.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I use like really like weird analogies all the time, but I'm coming like I'm coming like Chef Ramsay in the kitchen. I'm coming to shake it up. I'm coming.
Does that mean you want to stay in New York City, or do you see yourself moving at any point?
I would love to stay in New York City. Like that's another reason why I've been here for so long, and now even for modeling. But my agency is actually in London.
Oh, okay.
So I will be visiting there too. But
Nice.
I'm going to shake it up internationally.
Yeah.
So I'm preparing a meal for everybody to have a piece of. A global feast will happen.
Wow.
With Thaddeus as a household name, it'll be like a global feast.
Yes. Is that your tagline?
Wait.
Thaddeus, the global feast.
Wow, that's
welcome to the global feast.
We're coining that right now.
I mean, we should.
So when I walk for like Kenzo, or when I walk for Pierre Mars,
yes.
like,
or when you have your own.
Yes, even that as well. A global feast.
When you have your first artist exhibit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, wow. That's another thing. Since I do so many things, I'm trying to like make it a realm where everything could coexist.
Yes.
And coexist happily. Because another thing I've come across is people asking me, well, don't you think you're gonna have to focus on one of those things, or maybe you should just focus on this? And it's just like, why can't I do it all? Because I'm doing it all now, and it feels great. Yeah. And I feel great. Yeah. And it's working. So
let's just do that.
Yes. Like, let's do it. Like, one of my dreams is like, one of my goals rather, I wouldn't call it a dream because I literally could do this. One of my goals is to be a part of a campaign that I could like dance in. Okay. So like, if it's like a Gap campaign that I'm like, or a Target campaign or something, or like even American Eagle that I'm able to like move in. Yeah. I would love to add movement to any like campaign. Yes. Because I love
life
dancing.
to it.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be so cool. I want to do high fashion too. Yeah. I want to really do high fashion and really set it off and shake it up. I'm telling you, like.
Who do you think in that world is willing to go there?
I don't know. I haven't thought about like. Okay. I haven't thought about that, but I have thought about the companies that I would love to like be the face of. Like, I keep saying Kenzo because like Kenzo, that's gonna be it. Ooh, or Burberry. I would love that.
I could see them going in like shaking it up, and like trying something different.
They have. The thing is, these industries, like the people in this industry have been shaking it up. Like Alton Mason. I would love to work with him. He's amazing. He's doing amazing things. He just walked for Chanel. Okay. I would love to walk for Chanel too. Like, I really want to walk. I want to be in motion.
Like it. These boots are made for walking.
I want to be in motion.
Yeah.
So, or like even film, or like TV, or like Netflix or something. There's a lot of things that I want to do.
We're going to conclude the interview with one more question about what you want people to know about you.
Okay.
What is that thing you want people to know?
I want people to know about me that I'm a breath of fresh air, but air is spelled H-E-I-R. Thaddeus is a breath of fresh air. Like, I have this contagious air about myself that I feel like could lift the whole room.
Yes, and the world needs a little more of that.
Yeah, there's a little bit more sunshine.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your insight, for your willingness to be this advocate and to share this global feast with all of you out there.
I hope you guys have your plates. I'm so ready for you guys to taste the meal.
Yes. Follow him on Instagram. This is where you're going to know everything that's going on with this guy.
Yes.
At Hippie Potter.
Yes.
Hippy
Potter. Or on Twitter, and it's Hippie Potter, so it's in front of it.
There you go. Thank you so much for being on Queer from the Couch.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure and an honor to get to know you. I hope we'll continue the friendship off camera after this.
Yes.
And thank you so much for watching at home. If you have any questions for Thaddeus, definitely put that in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've never been here before. We're gonna have lots more in 2019, so come on back, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Sai, so much.
What does the word queer mean to you?
Queer to me is a safe space, a safe haven. It's an umbrella term that's used for endearment.
Nice. Awesome. Well, stay queer out there, guys.